What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. PST out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and live on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM every Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. CST out of the Elgin in the Chicagoland area. We're also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's spelled TheJaimeDeeshow. This is a real live radio show, but we're live on many different streaming platforms. And we're also live on Instagram today at It's Jaime Dee. That's ITSJAIMEDEE. Pick whatever platform you need to tune in. If you're in your cars right now, I really, really appreciate you for not turning your radio dial and welcoming me into your life. I appreciate that. And for those who are right now on the Instagram, the Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, I appreciate y'all. You guys are more than welcome to call in at 847-931-1410 or continue to comment live on the social media platforms. I will acknowledge the people as I see them coming in and when they write me a message. So I see Kara out of Phoenix. What up? We got you. And we got Blondie coming in. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Thank you so much. For today's show rundown, we're going to go over some daily news, and then we're going to talk about how to learn to love and appreciate yourself. Because I feel as though that we're in a space now, especially in 2024, where a lot of us are practicing this new year, new me, but we're forgetting how to give ourselves grace, how to love ourselves more, and how to appreciate ourselves more, because there's a lot of things we're still dealing with. Even though it's a new year, it doesn't mean the problems from last year just disappeared, okay? So we're going to get into that topic later on in the show, so don't go anywhere. All right, let's get into this first news segment. As reported by Dallas, Texas. Wow, why am I saying this all wrong? As reported by Dallas News Space, Dallas, Texas has had estimated 26,000 rape-related pregnancies since the state enacted its abortion bans, according to new research published Wednesday. And that's why I was getting it wrong, because it was Dallas News, Dallas, Texas, right next to each other. But you get it. This is Dallas News out of Dallas, Texas. Doctors performed fewer than 10 abortions per month in Texas in the first 8 months of 2023, meaning that survivors of rape may have crossed state lines for the procedures or self-manage an abortion. Texas abortion bans don't include exceptions for rape or incest. Quote, many women who become impregnated by rape, at least some of them are going to be able to go out of state. Some of them are going to be able to get self-managed abortion with pills acquired spontaneously. And quote, said Dr. Steffi Woolhander, a professor of public health at the City University of New York's Hunter College and co-author of the report. Quote, but we're pretty sure that many of these women are going to be left with no viable option other than carrying the pregnancy to term, end quote, she said. Completed vaginal rapes were associated with nearly 65,000 pregnancies in the 14 states that implemented total abortion bans since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, researchers estimated. About 59,000 of those pregnancies, or around 91%, occurred in states without abortion exceptions for rape. This is honestly a very disgusting statistic. It sucks that there are people, especially Caucasian men, who are putting rules, regulations, and laws on women. When you put a rule, a regulation, or a law on something that you're not, someone that you're not even can compare yourself to, it's insane to me. For you to tell somebody else, especially a woman, what they can and cannot do with their bodies is disgusting. It's deplorable. And to me, it's very inhumane. I know there's a lot of people who might be like, well, abortion's inhumane and whatever. Their body, their choice. Their body, their choice. You don't even know about that lady who's getting an abortion. You don't even know about that kid who's getting aborted or a baby who's getting aborted. You don't even know about them. You're not even caring about them. You only care about it once it's brought up to your attention. Other than that, you're living your life not caring about what the next person is doing, because most of the people in this world are selfish. Let's be quite frank with ourselves. Now, we can have a conversation about aborting too late. We can have a conversation about what is actually killing versus what's not killing. We can have that later. But what I'm talking about right now is minding the business that pays you and understanding that it's not your body. It's not your choice. And to make rules, laws, and regulations on somebody that is not you is insane to me. I just never understood why people went out of their way to make life harder for others. And like I said, we can have another conversation at another time about, you opened your legs and you consented and you did this and whatever. But when it comes to rape and incest, You're going to tell me that that person does not have a choice to abort that baby, that they have to have that child? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And I hope I don't get people upset, but this is a safe space to have a conversation because we're grown. And it's okay to communicate differences. And it's okay to still love and appreciate and cherish each other while still having differences. Remember, this is a live radio show. So call in if you want to talk, 847-931-1410. Because I'm not about to sit here and go off on you, but we can have a real conversation about real things that matter. And to be honest, caring about somebody else's body that has nothing to do with you does not matter. It doesn't, especially if they're not taking advantage of those resources. Let people live the life they want to live. Let women control their bodies. Let women be women and stop being a man trying to tell a woman what to do. And to be honest, don't try to tell a man what to do. Tell yourself what to do. Live by your own rules. Live by your own laws. Live by your own regulations. If you're not hurting yourself, others, animals, and anything else in this world that is defenseless, who cares? A lot of the laws, regulations, and rules that we have to follow and abide by today are just dumb, in my opinion, and don't even need to be there. And when I look at all these different situations about what women should do, what women shouldn't do, how women should act, it's like, why does that matter? You're not dating all women. You're not having sex with all women. You're not seeing all women carry their baby to term. So why does it matter? I be trying to tell y'all this, and I know people dislike when I say this, but I do not care. I do not care what the next person is doing, especially if it don't got any effect on me, especially if I don't even know this person, especially if I'll never even see this person again. I just don't care. And I don't know why y'all care. I got too many problems in Jaime Dee's life to care about the next person. Seriously. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more daily news. So don't go anywhere. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP out of Las Vegas and live on WRMN out of the Elgin and the Chicagoland area. I'll be right back.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittleitaly.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Sometimes on the first shift morning show, we just want to relax and laugh.
I kind of wish that there was canned applause in my everyday life.
That sounds like they're bull riding.
They're cheering you on.
I think this might be the only laughter I have.
Oh, no, that's not
going to work.
Sounds like we're doing stand-up at a nursery, which we would kill that, I might add.
How about this?
Yeah. Great to be here at the PTA meeting. Thanks.
It's the first shift, weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WRMN.
Discover the charms of life along the Mother Road, historic Route 66 at the Hampton Inn of Litchfield, Illinois. The Hampton is off of Route 55, just 56 miles northeast of St. Louis. Dine in at Nancy's Pizza next door, or the historic Ariston Restaurant on Old 66. Cruise into a drive-in movie. And for fishing, boating, and hiking, Lake Louieacre is the centerpiece of Litchfield's bustling outdoor culture. For reservations, call 217-324-4441.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. PST out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and live on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM every Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. CST out of the Elgin in the Chicagoland area. I'm also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's spelled TheJaimeDeeshow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and send the link out to your friends, family, and loved ones so they can come in and enjoy The Jaime Dee Show as well. All right. And as always, if you want to promote your business, products, services, music, and more, hit us up at info@jaimedee.com. That's info@JAIMEDEE.com. I promise you, we can get you the exposure you need and what. I got you. Whatever you need, whatever you want, exposure-wise, we got you. All right, let's get into some more daily news. Man, talk about seizing the moment. Chris Brown was live recently with Aiden Ross, who is known as an online streamer. And the random people who kept coming on Aiden's and Chris Brown's stream could not believe what they were seeing with their own eyes. A majority of the people thought the stream was fake, AI, or pre-recorded. When people realized that it was actually real and Chris Brown was actually streaming with them, people started seizing the moment. Some girls immediately got sexual in hopes they would woo Chris Brown, but other girls took a different route. And I want you all to watch and listen to this video to see how these girls decided to seize their moment with Chris Brown, because I was like, okay, I give it to you. Everybody else mad at him, but I give it to him. Take a look.
Age, I'll tell you.
Okay, Twitch.
I know, I'm Chris Brown. I know, ladies.
You do look like Chris Brown does.
I know. Thank you. Hey, how old are you guys?
Wait.
It's the bonnet for me. It's the bonnet for me. How old are you guys?
Chris Brown. Listen, Chris Brown.
Talk to me, girl.
Wait. Listen, Chris Brown, I'm in debt right now from college. Can you please talk to me, bro? What the heck?
What college you go to?
We go to Howard. We go to Howard and we're in debt. We literally are in freaking debt and don't know how the heck we gonna pay to come.
What's your major?
Study. I'm broadcast journalism. I'm a nursing education major. Is this really Chris Brown? Say hi, Amani.
You say hi to Amani?
Say hi, Amani.
Hi, Amani. What's up? You have that old.
Tell them go shot with the wig god.
So what y'all doing about this debt situation? You know,
Okay,
look, that's why I got my boy Aiden.
Huh?
That he like financial.
When I tell you this was hilarious, I love this. Personally, I'm like, closed mouths don't get fed. Seize the moment. I don't blame you. Get that money. Yes. Do what you need to do to survive. It is hard out here. But as usual, there are haters on social media and couldn't take this light moment as goofy and fun and kids is being kids. People on social media saying, nah, that's wild. Shows this generation. Those kids are playing too much. People are always so money hungry. Why is everyone always looking for a handout? Oh, just like women always looking for a man to come in and provide financially. Oh my gosh, get over it. Get over it. Man, if I saw Oprah, I mean, the first thing I wouldn't say, because I'm way more mature now and I have more couth. Not saying these girls don't have couth, but I understand that different things work in different time and spaces. For Chris Brown, him being goofy, him being on a live stream, him just being free, I thought that was the right time and place. Get it how you can. You never know. Maybe he actually might help them out with a couple bucks. And if they do it, then everybody's gonna be like, oh, we should have did it. Wish I was on that live, and they'd be hating. But like I said, there's a time and place for everything. Let's say I was in front of Oprah. Me and Oprah were in front of each other. The first thing I'm gonna say to Oprah is not gonna be, hey, could you help me get out of debt? Hey, could you send me some money? Hey, could you give me a job? I'm gonna obviously woo Oprah. I'm gonna obviously try to get to know her, and then later on in the line, I'm gonna ask that question. And to be very honest, I've worked with Oprah. I've talked to Oprah. She said I was the cutest guy she's ever seen in the world. Yes, she did. Look at that. Look at that smile. That is a real thing. I am not making that up. That was not a lie. You can ask anything or anyone or whatever it is you believe in to tell you if that was the truth. Oprah literally said, excuse me, that I was the cutest guy she's ever seen in the world. Just saying. Shout out to Oprah. Shout out to The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, the movie that I worked on where I got to meet Oprah. But again, there's a time and place for everything. And I thought that was the right, appropriate time and place. It was a goofy, free, and fun moment. Who cares? Everybody over there judging those girls. Y'all need to get over it. Live a little. Like, enjoy your life. Who cares? When are they ever going to see Chris Brown again? You know? So, hey, seize the moment. All right, as posted by Your Rights Camp on Instagram, Rep. Jamal Bowman has introduced a substantial $14 trillion reparations bill, H.R. 414, aimed at addressing the enduring effects of slavery and systematic racism in the United States. The proposed legislation encompasses a range of measures, including free college education at historically Black colleges and universities, support for the National Publishers Association and National Association of Black Broadcasters, and reinstating voting rights for individuals who are currently or who have been incarcerated. Bowman, representing parts of New York City, advocates for voting rights for the incarcerated and automatic reenfranchisement upon release. The bill, which could distribute around $333,000 to each of the roughly 42 million African Americans, suggests a staggered payment approach over an extended period. Bowman emphasized a comprehensive strategy to address disparities in housing, incarceration, education, and wealth, which he sees as foundational to American inequities. This bill also acknowledges the immense economic contribution of 246 years of slavery to the U.S. economy and marks 35 years since the introduction of a federal commission to study reparations. While other local incentives like Evanston, Illinois reparations for housing discrimination are in motion, H.R. 414 faces significant opposition in Congress. Again, there are already other local initiatives, like Evanston, Illinois, reparations for housing discrimination. But again, there's always going to be somebody who says, no, that's a handout, no, make them work, and so on and so forth. So figures like Rep. Mondaire Jones and Westchester County Executive George Latimer expresses support for House Resolution 40, advocating for a reparations commission and a federal apology for slavery, while viewing H.R. 414 as more of a political statement with little prospect of passing. And I understand this does seem like a kind of a far-fetched reparations bill. I get it, but then again, I'm not mad at it as somebody who is African American and somebody who is dealing with the struggles of the world, still dealing with racism, still dealing with not being able to get certain opportunities because of the color of my skin and more. I think reparations are necessary. I think they're deserved. I mean, I'm not trying to say tit for tat. I'm not trying to say this person shouldn't deserve it or that person does deserve it. All I'm saying is reparations have been given to other communities like Indians and like Jews. And while I love all communities and while I love Indians, and while I love Jews, the point is, if they were able to see that they deserve reparations, why can't African Americans get reparations? I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, Indians were done wrong. Jews were done wrong. And they had something that was given to them to make it somewhat right. Does it make it all the way right? Absolutely not. Nobody deserves what they went through in our past history. But to leave African Americans out and say that they don't deserve it, or say that they need to work for, or say that it's just a handout, to me is insane. And when I see bills like this that are proposed, I'm like, I'm for it. It looks kind of far-fetched because apparently we're in debt as a society. So where are they gonna get this $14 trillion from? I don't know. But as usual, they always find a way to pull money out of somewhere in government. So to me, viewing it seems far-fetched, but thinking about it, it could be a reality. This is something that can actually be done. And I mean, I'm in all support of it, but you all know how this works. You all know how government works, and you all know how people get when they hear Black people are getting something. They just think it's a handout. They think they're being, they just view, I don't know why people still view people as less than. I just don't get it. So, like I said, as a Black man, I'm in support. And I'm a Black man who works. I'm a Black man who got several degrees. I'm a Black man who doesn't just sit on their butt, and I still believe I deserve reparations. I may not be a slave physically, but let's be honest, a lot of us are still slaves emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Look at social construction of reality. Look at incarceration. Look at all the other stuff. Let's call a spade a spade. It is what it is. So let's actually be about serving the people. That's just how I feel. All right, per the neighborhood talk, a man in Houston has landed himself behind bars after he scammed grieving families by posing as a funeral director to steal their life insurance policy payouts. According to a report by Law and Crime, 26-year-old Javian Majors and his accomplice, 38-year-old Sandy Broussard, allegedly worked together to scam families during their most vulnerable time. An investigation showed that Javion would reach out to his victims through Facebook or mutual friends and offer his fraudulent funeral and embalming services. One of the victims claims she knew something was up when she had to keep begging Javion to see her son's body. She says that when he finally allowed her to look, he had her meet him at a church in a sketchy neighborhood. She says her son's body was bloated and the smell hit her immediately. When I walked up to my son, his body was bloated, she explained. Quote, he was dark. He made no attempt to reconstruct my son. I told him, you did not embalm my son's body because it shouldn't have been bloated. With that smell, I had to run out of the church, end quote. Javion told her the church always smelled like that. Javion was also caught forging signatures so that he could receive life insurance policy payouts from some of his victims. One in particular being Deidre Greenleaf, who died in Houma, Louisiana on March 22nd, 2023. Authorities said that at least 50 people contacted them about more individuals who may be involved in this operation. Javion was released on a $10,000 bond, while Broussard posted a $5,000 bond. Let's take a listen to this quick news report.
Accused of running a fraudulent funeral home and stealing the insurance money of dead people appeared in court today. This is video of Javion Major and Sandy Broussard. Both are charged with forgery. Authorities say the two ran a funeral business without a license. Major is also accused of posing as a funeral director to get people to send him money and life insurance policy information. Major's been ordered to have no contact with any of the complainants and has a hearing set for next month. Broussard is out on bond and is due in court next month.
Despicable people like him deserve to be under the jail. How do you take advantage of families and people like this? Shame on these individuals. I so feel for this mother who went to see her son and had to deal with that horrible incident. Not only do you have to now pray for this mom because of what she just dealt with, but you have to still continue to pray for her loss. Like, not only did she have a loss, but she had to see her son and smell her son in that manner. He literally probably had a decomposing body in that casket. Ugh, disgusting. I just don't understand why there are people out there like that. And it goes to show it could be anybody. White, black, Hispanic, Indian, gay, bi, trans, whatever it is. All people can end up being bad people. It's not just one group. It's not just one community. It's not just one ethnicity. And it just sucks to say that there are truly disgusting people among us. He deserves to be in jail. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna have a conversation on how to learn to love and appreciate yourself. I think this is a message we need to hear during these times. So stick around. This is the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP out of Las Vegas and live on WRMN out of the Elgin in the Chicagoland area. I'll be right back.
Taqueria Las Cumbres, Crystal Lake's authentic Mexican restaurant on Grant Street, is open for carryout. For over 15 years, Taqueria Las Cumbres has been serving up all of your favorite Mexican dishes and doing it better than the rest. Recently voted the best in McHenry County. Stop in and carry out the authentic taste of Mexico and see for yourself. Support local for lunch and dinner today and place an order from Taqueria Las Cumbres. Call 815-455-8200 for Taqueria Las Cumbres of downtown Crystal Lake.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast right here on WRMN, 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Noory with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Listen this Sunday afternoon to Handle on the Law.
Let me tell you what I would do, okay? This is not a legal issue. This is a handle issue. He says, have a blessed day. You reply with, may you rot in hell, and just stay there. And he goes, have a blessed day. And you go, you rot in hell. And you see who gives up first.
Okay.
Play chicken with the guy. That's what I would do.
It's Handle on the Law this Sunday afternoon from 4 to 7 right here on WRMN.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. PST out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and live on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM every Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. CST out of the Elgin and the Chicagoland area. We're also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's spelled TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to get the behind the scenes, hit us up on YouTube. I got you. All right, y'all. If you're just now tuning in, I went over some daily news already, and now we're going to get into a conversation about learning how to love and appreciate yourselves. I don't think people realize that life is hard for everyone. I've been trying to drill this point home on my show, but I don't care what anyone says. No one truly has it better than the next person. Yeah, that person may be prettier, have more money, have more access to things, always seem happy, or are pictured looking happy, have what you want and more, but you truly don't know someone else's life unless you're fully immersed in it. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes in someone else's life. You don't know what's truly going on during the times of someone else's life that isn't pictured or put on video. We can assume that because someone always posts a certain way or presents a certain way, that their life is put together, they have everything they want, they're living a happy life and more. But until we actually get the full picture from the person, or even ask that person and get a real unfiltered answer, we will never truly know what a person is dealing with behind closed doors. I have to repeat that in several different ways. So I wanted you guys to understand that you cannot compare yourself to other people. You don't know what's going on. You just don't. Just because someone has more than you or has what you want doesn't mean it's treating them well. Doesn't mean it brings them more joy. It doesn't mean it solved all their problems. It just means they have something that you don't have yet. And that's it. That's all it is. It just means they have something that is still coming on its way to you. And that's all that means. And you don't need to take that and think, oh, woe is me. I don't have it. They have it. How do I get it? That's not what we're going to do. And that's not what I'm going to allow you to do. I'm just not. Because it just means that it's still on its way. When you think someone who is seemingly in a happy relationship, when you've been yearning for one for so long, it can be hard to not become envious or jealous. But we don't truly know what's going on in that person's relationship. I can factually tell you that most people in relationships are lying about how the relationship really is. A lot of them are unhappy, settling, being cheated on, lied to, and holding on to relationships that never, ever should have even started in the first place or should have ended years ago. But we only see those people when the relationships look good, when that couple has glued together the good pieces for the show that they're putting on. Or even if they're not putting on a show at that time, we're seeing their temporary repair from their past despair. Let me say it again. We are seeing their temporary repair from their past despair. So we have to remind ourselves to give ourselves grace, appreciate ourselves and our positions more, because we don't know what other people are going through, especially if you're only viewing them from social media or wherever they are present, whenever they are present in our spaces. I know so many people who are out here living a life for the gram, for the social scene that they want to be in, and for people who don't even like them in real life. We have become so accustomed to fake it until you make it, because that's what gets you there. But a lot of people are faking it until they make it too much, and they're taking it too far for too long, and they fake it so good to the point we don't even know what the truth actually is. You'd be surprised if instead of assuming that what you see is reality, you sat down with those people you are viewing and got to know them. Because again, a lot of the things are for show. While yes, some people are really happy, really thriving, and really doing the darn thing, and I support them, literally, go them, there are a lot of people who are not. If you actually sat down with people, talked to them, and got to know them without assuming, you see that we are all really going through the same things or similar things in a different manner, and we're not so different from each other like we thought we were. Then you start appreciating your singleness. You start appreciating your looks. You start appreciating your current financial space and more. You start to realize, because since you aren't faking it and actually living in your truth, you're preparing yourself for your come up. You're getting yourself ready to handle what it is God or whoever it is you believe in is about to put in your life. You start to see that because you actually faced your fears, your realities, your struggles, and your happy moments head on, that once true happiness comes, once true opportunities comes, once financial freedom comes, once the new clothes and products come, you'll be able to handle it, appreciate it, and realize not only do you truly deserve it, you won't ever take it for granted because you once knew what it was to struggle. Wait patiently and work your way to that position. Seriously, I need you all to take a step back, reevaluate, understand what it is that you're going through, what others are seemingly going through. And remember, you're not them. And you shouldn't want to be them. And it's okay to be whoever you are. Shout out to Camilla. Shout out to official_ISOCell93. Shout out to Robin. Shout out to Kara. Shout out to Tracy. I see you guys in the likes. I see you guys commenting. Seriously. Robin says, social media has allowed us to present only what we want people to see. And I tell people all the time, you only see what I want you to see on social media. And we should understand seeing is believing. And like Kara just said, looks are deceiving. Seriously. You don't know what's actually happening. Okay, let's say someone's like, well, what about my looks? Man, sometimes your looks aren't even bad, and you truly are beautiful just the way you are. But you are so conditioned through social construction of reality, which simply means when people who have power to control media and representation use marketing tactics to make you believe a certain concept, they'll put that stuff out in the media and you'll start consuming it, and your mind will be constructed to believe a certain thing. And so then you'll start thinking, oh, if you don't have your body done, you're ugly. Oh, if you don't have it figured out by 30, you're slow. You're a lost cause. You're a failure. If you don't have money to buy this and that, you're a broke person who will never get out of poverty and amount to anything and more. When you believe that negative social construction of reality and you believe those people who are in power pushing out a certain message, you won't go nowhere. When in all reality, you are beautiful, you are unique, and you are different. But you're just not seeing this because you're too cluttered brained because of all the horrible content and messaging you've consumed that makes you believe that you're ugly, fat, and not good enough. When again, in all reality, you are beautiful and perfect the way you are. Yeah, you could probably use some improvements, but we all can. I can. I'm telling you right now, as somebody who has exposure, reach, and a mic to impact and influence other people, I can use improvements. I'm nowhere darn near where I want to be, and it's okay. Why do you think the biggest of the biggest stars stay under the knife? The people you love so much are constantly changing themselves. Seriously, you probably don't even need all that stuff because you are comparing yourself to somebody else who is also being socially constructed to believe they need this and they need that. And if they don't get this, they won't succeed. And let's be honest, a lot of these people are doing all this work and making themselves look like a video game character. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I support it, but we can call a spade a spade. You look like a video game character. And you may just probably need the money to buy new clothes, afford nutritious and healthy food, afford health and dental care, afford a gym membership or trainer, and skin products. A lot of the problems we all have when we think about it are really minute and simple fixes, if we even have them. A lot of the times we look at ourselves and we make problems out of nothing. We make changes to ourselves when we don't need them. We judge ourselves harshly when we don't deserve it. We don't truly appreciate ourselves as humans who are struggling and doing anything we can to survive in this horrible world that unfortunately was built by other humans. That's true. Shout out to Richie Washington. I see you listening in and watching in live on Instagram. It's an absolute pleasure to have you in. But yes, a lot of times you don't realize that it's not you. Just like Gina Chandler said, exactly. Kara says, nobody is perfect. Robin B says, unfortunately, some people forget the struggle they came from and you don't realize it's not you. Seriously. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about this topic, about learning how to love and appreciate yourselves and break down this social construct and reality, because a lot of the times it's not you. You're not the problem. You are a victim of a problem that was placed onto you. All right, so stick around, y'all. This is the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP out of Las Vegas and live on WRMN out of the Elgin in the Chicagoland area. I'll be right back.
Hey there, this is Marky B from the First Shift Morning Show, and on my show, I try to make local movers and shakers feel comfortable when they join me for interviews, like Sherry Blazier of the Elgin History Museum.
I think I need to note to you that I just looked at my mood ring, and it is perfectly purple, which means I'm very happy and content and sailing along. I figured if I immersed myself in the accoutrements, I would be in the mood for this.
Huh. Accoutrement? Is that what you said?
Accoutrement.
What she said. Just join me mornings from 6 until 10 a.m. right here on WRMN. Is your company active on social media? Powerful and optimized social media profiles give you the biggest bang for the buck. Establishing a program that concentrates on building and maintaining an audience that is best suited for your business will turn your audience into customers. Reach out to Corcom.com for help with your social media. They offer free consultations and can be reached at KORCOMM.com or 224-227-3371. Keeping your car's coolant system in good shape with a regular flush is really important. Let the experts at Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin remove your old coolant, preventing chemical buildups in your engine. Then they'll fill your entire system with new coolant to help your engine run smoothly and prevent rust and corrosion, increasing your engine's lifespan. To schedule your appointment, call 847-888-9644. Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, 154 Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale is open. Golden Corral's legendary Endless Buffet has a variety of delicious favorites and new menu offerings for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Guests can choose from over 150 items, including grilled-to-order sirloin, pork, seafood, as well as old favorites like fried chicken, meatloaf, and mac and cheese. Golden Corral is the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. PST out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and live on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM every Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. CST out of the Elgin and the Chicagoland area. We're also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's spelled TheJaimeDeeshow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this link so that people can come in and enjoy The Jaime Dee Show. And as always, if you want to promote your business, products, services, music, and more, hit us up at info@jaimedee.com. With the power of radio, with the exposure of radio, with the reach of radio, coupled with my social media reach, exposure, and more, and just my popularity in the city, we got you, all right? Hit us up. We'll work with you. You work with us, and we'll make your things that you need to get put out on the radio and social media a star. We got you. All right, y'all, if you're just now tuning in, I went over some daily news, and now we're having a conversation about how to learn to love and appreciate yourself. Yes, how to learn to love and appreciate yourself. We got to learn how to do it. We got to learn how to learn. Seriously, a lot of people don't know how to learn how to learn. But no, we truly don't appreciate ourselves as humans who are struggling and doing everything we can to survive, y'all. We have to legit remember that we all just survived a 3-year-long pandemic. Like, come on. If it doesn't scream, give yourself some grace, I don't know what does. The pandemic started March of 2020 and didn't actually end until May 11th of 2023. I know it may have ended in some of y'all's minds way earlier than that, but it surely did not end until May 11th of 2023. Y'all, wake up. That was only 8 months ago. And I don't care what anybody says, We're still dealing with the effects of that till this day. 8 months is not that long ago. Appreciate yourself more. Give yourself more grace. Breathe. It's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out. I want us all to listen to a video Jasmine Lamb _ posted on Instagram about how we can judge ourselves less harshly. I know this is a message we all need to hear. So call in and tell me what you're dealing with and how you can judge yourself less harshly. This is a safe space. Let me say it again. This is a safe space. And I want you all to use this radio time to breathe, reflect, and start your healing and appreciation process. 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410. You deserve better. Let's watch this video.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth Mary Allen and I am super excited.
How can I judge myself less harshly and appreciate myself more? I think that part of it is observing oneself more impersonally. I often use this image, which I've used already, I think, but let me say it again. That when you go out in the woods and you look at trees, you see all these different trees, and some of them are bent, and some of them are straight, and some of them are evergreens, and some of them are, whatever. And you look at the tree, and you just, you allow it, you appreciate it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of... How can I judge myself less harshly and appreciate myself more? I think that part of it is observing oneself more impersonally. I often use this image, which I've used already, I think, but let me say it again. That when you go out in the woods and you look at trees, you see all these different trees, and some of them are bent, and some of them are straight, and some of them are evergreens, and some of them are, whatever. And you look at the tree, and you just, you allow it, you appreciate it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of understand that it didn't get enough light, and so it turned that way. And you don't get all emotional about it. You just allow it. You appreciate the tree. The minute you get near humans, you lose all that. And you're constantly saying, you're to this, or I'm to this, or that judging mind comes in. And so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. And when you look at yourself as a set of phenomena, what is to judge? I mean, is that flower less than that? It's just different than that. And you begin to appreciate your uniqueness without it being better or worse. It's just different.
I really, really loved this message. And I appreciated this message because the guy voicing that video said that you aren't better or worse than the next person. You're just different and unique. It's okay to love our uniqueness. It's okay to rejoice in being different. We weren't placed on this earth to be like everybody else. We were placed on this earth to be our authentic selves, the people that God, or whoever it is that you believe in, made us to be. It's okay to want to change things. Nothing's wrong with that. If you have a little extra body than you like, I'm all for supporting you going to the gym. But you aren't ugly or bad because you have more body than the next person. You're just different. You're built different. And sometimes that difference is sexy. And it's way sexier than you realize. We truly have to just love on ourselves. We don't realize we're already battling the outside world day in and day out. We shouldn't be battling ourselves in our one true safe space, which is, again, ourselves. We should not be battling the one thing that we should be loving, appreciating, cherishing, and protecting. We are deserving. We are beautiful. We are meant for whatever it is we put our minds to. And we are wonderfully and fearfully made. It's okay, y'all. Just breathe. You will be fine. It will all work out. You will get to that place that you've always seen yourself in. Just be patient. Just breathe. And remember to appreciate yourself and all the things you were already blessed with. Because you're going to be blessed with more things. But you have to appreciate what you've been blessed with already before you start to appreciate what is on its way to you. Now, if you find this all easier said than done, I got you. This isn't a live radio show that just preaches for you to do something. It's a live radio show that will preach to you and also give you the tools and resources necessary to do whatever it is that I'm preaching. Now, I know today is not Valentine's Day, but it is coming up. So this video is a little ahead of that date, but the message is still important. And you can even still use this message to get ready for Valentine's Day, which is literally around the corner. I want us all to watch this video by Dr. Ruth Mary Allen that she put on YouTube where she explains how to truly love yourself more. She really gives us the tools necessary to bring about true love and appreciation for oneself. If you enjoy this message you hear, let me know by calling in 847-931-1410, or let me know by commenting on the social media platforms. I can't wait to hear and see what you all have to say. Let's have a watch.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth Mary Allen and I am super excited because today is Saint Valentine's Day and love is in the air. So I thought I'd bring you a message around how can we focus on learning to love ourselves more. And this may be particularly helpful for those of you that don't have that very special person in your life. So I hope you'll love this short coaching video. So the first question we can ask ourselves is, how do you love to feel? What feelings or emotions do you love to have in the world? So what's really important for you? Can you write those 3 feelings or those 3 emotions that really define who you are? So I love to feel energized. I love to feel vibrant and alive. I love to feel valued, as if I'm making an impact that matters. What feelings or emotions are really important to you and really define you? Do you have enough of those feelings, enough of those emotions in your life right now? And if not, what is it that you might need to do to get more of those? And we'll come on to that a bit later. So the second question we can ask ourselves is, what do you love to do? What really gets you fired up inside? What is it that you really love to do in life? I know for me personally, I love to teach. I love coaching, and I really love to inspire other people and really show them the way, really lead the way and show them the art of the possible, the art of what they can achieve that perhaps they never thought they could. So for me, I love teaching skiing. I love teaching mountaineering, and particularly seeing their faces when you've taken them up a mountain and they've come back down again, and you point up to this enormous peak in the sky and say, you've just climbed that, and they don't believe you. And you say, no, you really did. No, really, that's amazing. I love being able to inspire people. What is it you really love to do in life? And are you doing enough of that at the moment? If not, what is it that is holding you back? Is there anything that's stopping you from doing what you love? What steps might you need to take today and going forward to make sure that you can do more of what you love to do? And there may be activities that you don't enjoy doing but they're necessary. So how can you show up differently? How can you bring some of those emotions that you want to have to those activities so you can really get the most out of them? What is it that you can do differently? So the third one is, who do you love to connect with? Is there anybody in your life that is really special to you? Are you connecting with them enough? Are you connecting enough with your family, with your friends, and with the wider society that you're involved with your colleagues? So I love to connect with my CHPC Certified High Performance Coaching community. I love to connect with my clients, especially love to connect with my husband, who's super special to me, and my family and friends. I love all of that. I love connecting with them, and I definitely know that I need to do more connecting with my family, and that's one of my big priorities for this year. So what is it that you love to do in terms of connecting, and are you doing enough of that? Perhaps at the moment you're swamped with work and you realise you've not spent enough time connecting with those that are really important to you, can you take some time today to really connect with them? Put your phone down, get it out of the way, really spend some quality time this evening on some Valentine's Day, really connecting with them, talking to them, sharing your feelings, sharing what you want to do in life, really connecting with them again. That's really important to make sure that we connect with those that are important to us. So finally, in terms of all these three things, what do you need to change to learn to love yourself more? What do you need to change in terms of your feelings? How do you need to change those feelings? What do you need to change in terms of what you were doing? I know for me personally, last year I was doing a job I really didn't enjoy, so I reached out to high performance coaching, which really gave me the clarity and the focus that I needed to realise that actually the activities I was doing in life, the job was really not stretching me, was affecting my emotions, and that in turn was affecting my relationships. So I really needed to take action and change my job, and high performance coaching really helped me get that clarity, and I love what I'm doing now. So what is it you need to change in terms of how you're connecting with people, what you're doing in life, and how you are showing up in terms of your emotions and your feelings? And so with all of that in mind, you should be able to learn to love yourself more. I do hope you love this message on St. Valentine's Day. Love is in the air. I'd love to hear your comments and posts below, and I wish you a very happy St. Valentine's Day.
Just like Kendra said, ring the bell. Love yourself. I hope that message resonated with a lot of you all. It's okay. You are human. You're not going to have it all figured out. You're not going to know where you want your body, your face, your clothes to be. And let's be very honest, when you think you have it figured out, it's going to all change. Love yourself more. Appreciate yourself more. Give yourself grace. You are human. It's going to work out for you. You are deserving. You're going to get what it is you deserve, but you have to do the work. You have to love yourself. You have to cherish yourself. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to protect yourself by all means necessary. Today could be your last day. Now, I pray it's not, but you need to go knowing I love myself. That was a great run. Peace out, Earth. All right, y'all. This has been the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. PST out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and live on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM every Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. CST out of the Elgin and the Chicagoland area. Don't forget, if you want to promote your business, products, services, music, and more, hit us up. We will work with you. The radio still has a reach, and it can still get you exposure. And then you have me, Jaime Dee, huge exposure. We got y'all, all right? I love y'all. Have a great day. Love yourself. Bye.